Next tonight, the University of Sheffield has been researching the mental health of young men from ethnic minority backgrounds in a unique, collaborative way. The community-based research has been conducted in part by the young men themselves, and it's focused on the impact of community resources on their mental health. Mark Ansell can tell us more.
Unity Gym project in the multicultural Broom Hall area of Sheffield is a place where young men improve body and mind.
It's kind of unrealistic and very narrow, very modest masculinity.
Dr. Will Mason from the University of Sheffield volunteers here. He's trained the gym's strength and conditioning coach Osman to conduct part of the university's research.
In your own words, what does Unity Gym mean to you?
They're looking into the impact of community resources like Unity Gym on young men's mental health.
One of the main points is that it's not labelled as a mental health service, so it takes away that element of you're receiving treatment, rather you're just in a space where you're just like unwinding, de-stressing. It just all positively impacts mental health.
The collaborative approach to the research has made the teenagers more engaged and honest in their responses.
I was thinking, uni research, it's going to be like school, I have to sit down on a piece of paper, does this make you feel happy? Yes, no, you know? I thought I'd be ticking boxes, but it's just normal conversations, man, and that's what we should be having more as people, especially men.
They made it feel like they're here for you and just not the research, like they're connected on a deeper level.
Will made it like less not posh and more like teenage vibe.
Zach says it can still be hard for young men to talk about their mental health.
I feel like it can be taboo. In a place like Unity Gym where the whole goal is to connect and it works well, I feel like it isn't as taboo, but I still feel like it is looked down upon most of the time amongst most men. Until they really connect in a certain way, it's hard for men to really emotionally support each other and ask for help and say, I'm in need of your help, because they want to fix it themselves.
How important is something like mindset?
Dr. Will Mason hopes their work will raise the profile of services like Unity Gym and extend the evidence base for investing in them.
One of the key findings is that community resources like this that are open access, that young men can access on their own terms and in their own time, are particularly important for young men that might anticipate feeling misunderstood with professional services. So there are a lot of young men in our community who experience various different troubles and difficulties, but they might not feel confident speaking to professionals in formal settings. Spaces like this are really important because young men feel like they can be open here, they feel like they can be their full selves, and they can be honest with the people around them. Maybe this is one of those moments where research might actually be helpful, and we can start to ask questions and open up the subject of mental health.
The researchers have presented their findings at a conference in Sheffield, showcasing their collaborative work and shining a light on the value of organisations like Unity Gym on young men's mental health. Mark Ansell, BBC Look North, Sheffield.